Boop. Discord is informed. Sorry, I'm a bit low energy right now because I'm actually like weirdly got hit by sleepy tiredness. Don't know what that's about. Weird that it's happening this time. I think it might. I might. Did I wake up like really early this morning? I think I might have done. I don't know. Maybe. Why are you sticking out? My beard is sticking out further. Doesn't matter. Okay, Discord is informed, and I can see the chat. That's cool. Maybe my blood sugar's low. I don't see how that is done. I have had. I've had like the Christmas chocolates have been open on the counter, and every time I pass the counter in the kitchen, I just pick one up and eat it. So I've had plenty of sugar today. Maybe I'm crashing. I don't know. I mean, it can't have been that because I did already. I ate dinner not so long ago, so I don't know. I nearly ate some moldy pasta, by the way. Cooked some pasta, saved it in the fridge for later. Last week, I did that last week. It was a mozzarella and tomato pasta. It was just sauce and cheese, and then I ate some of it, and then I saved some for later because I knew I was going to be away. I knew I was going to be alone for Christmas. And then basically, I was like, oh shit, that's still in the fridge. Well, I basically cleared out the fridge now. But, it's one of the only things that was left in the fridge. And I was kind of saving it so that I can have, a big pasta meal. Because there's enough in there for 2 regular people. So there's enough in there for 1 regular me. And I was going to have that. And I was going to have my chocolate hobnobs that I've been saving for Christmas Day. But I keep saving them for just before I go to bed. Have them and then stay up for a little while so I don't have acid reflux and then go to bed. But I keep leaving it too late, so I end up not eating them. Anyway, today was going to be different. I basically said to myself, I'm going to have a treat and I'm going to have lots of pasta and I'm going to have that. And then I'm going to play on my computer in here for a little bit. And then I'm going to go to bed because I've had a busy day. I filmed something yesterday and I filmed something today. And it was complicated. Complications happened both times when I filmed those things. Today wasn't a big complication. It just kind of took forever to do because I tried padding. I'll tell you later. I'll tell you later what I did. But yeah, I nearly ate moldy pasta here. Going back to that. Essentially, I was like, I normally just don't do this. If it's basically been in the fridge for 2 weeks, normally when I do pasta bakes, I've got 2 weeks before I'm not going to risk it. It's obviously moldy. I'm going to throw it away. It's only been a week, but this time I took it out and I was like, I'm just going to message Damon about this real quick because I'm partially colorblind. Damon checks my food. Because the greens that I can't see are usually the moldy greens, the mold kind of greens and stuff. I can see fuzz. I can see if something's fuzzy and moldy and gross. But the thing is that I can't see obvious mold sometimes because I can't see the color, the greens that it's made of, So basically, whenever I open some Philadelphia, I check it under the light to make sure that it's reflecting just right and stuff like that. The point is, something about this pasta made me message Damon saying, is it safe to eat this? Would you eat this? Because Damon has a bit of a different tolerance when it comes to, stuff that's been in the fridge for too long kind of situation. I usually don't care, Couple of days off a sell-by day, I usually just ask Damon, and then it's usually fine. He'll say I won't eat it, but it's probably fine. And I'm like, yeah, okay. And that's how I do things. I'm a pig. I can eat slightly out of date food, slightly sour food. I'm okay with that. It's just that when it's got mold on it, I hate mold. I absolutely hate mold. I can't even look at it long enough for me to basically. I get grossed out by looking at mold. It's awful. I've thrown away entire loaves of bread just because I thought I might have seen mold on it. Fortunately, I've always been justified. Somebody usually comes, like my mum or Damon, will come and basically be like, "Yeah, it was moldy." I was like, "What?" But the bread that you threw away, the bread that's in the rubbish that I checked, like it's moldy. Yeah, I was like, I knew it. Anyway, yeah. So it was suspicious. So I took a couple of pictures and basically, like, after Damon said, what does it look like? And I just like took a couple of pictures, sent it to him. Whilst I was taking the pictures, I saw obvious mold. Like, all of the cheese on top was a slightly off white color to me, was slightly off white. Mozzarella's supposed to be white. It's slightly off white. I did the reflection test and it looked a bit kind of like sketchy still. Like the texture didn't look like regular cheese texture. And then when I put it back down again, and I was just about to take another picture just to make sure that, like, is this suspicious? I looked on one of the pieces of pasta, and it had an obvious, like, moldy, just fur baby grossness. So if I hadn't just figured, just out of nowhere, I must have gotten some subconscious red alerts going off, but I just was like, is this safe to eat? Normally I don't do that. So I nearly ate moldy pasta. That would have been gross. Ugh, I'm trying not to think about it. It's fine. I had a nice dinner anyway. Didn't have my hobnobs, though. Still going to save those, I guess, till tomorrow or something. I don't know. Gonna have my hobnobs. I love hobnobs, by the way. Hobnobs are my favorite biscuit. Americans are going crazy right now because they're like, I don't know what hobnobs are. It's a cookie. It's a type of cookie because you don't know what biscuits are because you're weird. Americans are weird because of this weird biscuit cookie bullshit. A cookie is a type of biscuit, but whatever. Yeah. But anyway, my favorite type of cookie is hobnobs. They're delicious. I love them. They're oaty. They're kind of like, they're satisfying. They're filling. It's kind of like eating a hyper compressed granola bar. It's really wheaty and nice. It's so good. It's satisfying. Without being incredibly sugary. Honey. It's kind of got like a honey granola wheatiness to it. It's really nice. They're really nice. Anyway, I'll get to it. I will. By the way, if anybody has any suggestions for Funnel Week or Squishing Week, let me know because I want suggestions for those things. I've already done the Pup Week video and the LiveTUBBS Week video. They were going to be one video, but I basically wanted to try out. I wanted to do the padding test on those sweater vests I've got. The daddy sweater vests. And I was like, I'm going to make this a second video because I didn't do this in the first one. So, yeah. Did both of you have a good Christmas, by the way? Did you both of you have a good Christmas? Just a question, just in case you're both still there. Yeah. So, okay. So, first of all, yesterday I wanted to film the... What is my TV doing? I paused it because I'm rewatching Dalton Abbey after I rewatched Lost in Space, and it just went onto the Netflix menu for some reason, and now it's just staying there. What is my TV doing? You're supposed to just turn off after 5 minutes. What gives? It's creepy whenever my TV does this. It's creepy because I always think it's like it's spying on me because it's also the camera, So it's like, is it on? Is it looking at me? in the background? Is it doing something creepy, ominousness? I don't know. You know, I'm just gonna. There we go. Turn it off. Yeah. So yeah, I haven't got my hat on. I just realized that I was gonna wear that like whenever I stream from now on because I like it with the hat. So yeah, I filmed the Pup/Pupper/Tubbs week videos. So yeah, was alright till I caught a cold. I feel like I caught something because I went to my mother-in-law's yesterday, the day before yesterday. I went to my mother-in-law's for Boxing Day for just catching up and getting my presents and just only for a few hours because my buddy Daryl basically he like picked me up because he goes to my mother-in-law's for Boxing Day. So he drove past the house, picked me up, we went to my mother-in-law's and then we came back. So yeah, it was cool. It was cool. It was really nice. It was actually a really nice meeting. And I got to see everybody and they told me how much they liked my presents, etc. And I loved that. And I got food, so I was happy. Anyway, my mother-in-law, she has a cold. So I'm betting that the couple of times that I hugged her and she handed me things and prepared my food, that she might have accidentally thrown. And we got a message from Damon. She like might have given me her cold, but that's okay because I'm still fighting whatever random bullshit that I've had. I thought that had gone away finally, but yeah, today I've been feeling a bit kind of. I can't even do it. But then again, that might be the. Does anybody know what minstrels are? Well, Sam, you would know what a minstrel is. You know the minstrels, the galaxy minstrels. Like I had a bag of those and I ate them, and for some reason they fuck up my throat. I guess because they're coated in this kind of like dissolvable chocolate layer, dissolvable like sugar candy layer, and then they're filled with galaxy chocolate. But the outside layer is so kind of like stabby, it's sharp. It has sharp edges. When it starts to break down, it actually has sharp edges. And sometimes I eat those, and sometimes I chew them, and sometimes I just swallow them, and sometimes they hurt my throat. And I think that's what's happening. That's what happened today, because I was okay, didn't have a sore throat, and then all of a sudden, like I had those, and ever since then, just every time I swallow, I feel kind of like sore, a little bit soreness, I guess. So I don't know. I don't know what that is. It's weird. But yeah, it might just be that. It might be a cold. I don't know what it is. But I'm gonna wait until tomorrow. Maybe that's why I'm tired. Maybe that's why I got hit by the sleepiness. My immune system was like, we need you to shut down for a bit so that we can repair damage from something you may have picked up. I'm like, no, not yet. I've just got my sleep cycle sorted out. I'm not going to go to bed now and then wake up in 2 hours and be fully awake and my sleep cycle will be fucked again. I'm not doing that. I've got to keep up for it. I've got to stay up for a little while longer. At least until 3 o'clock, maybe 4. I don't know. Anyway, I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry that you got a cold. Anyway, so the first video that I filmed yesterday, the Puppetubs/Pup Week video, because I wanted to combine them and stuff. And I think it went well. However, the idea, and I don't know if anybody was around for this idea. I know Panda Fox was sort of around for this idea formulation. A couple of years ago, somebody suggested, I think it might have been Jeffrey, actually, now I think about it. I can't remember who it was that suggested this, but they basically suggested that I try to do a Goofy, be a goof, be somebody from the Goofy universe. So basically, the Goofy universe is populated by humanoid dogs. They're all basically either dogs or cats that are almost fully anthropomorphic. And they all wear white gloves for some reason. I couldn't find my white gloves, but I did have my black gloves on, my leather gloves on, some for part of the video. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, they were really, really keen on this idea and suggested it a couple of times, and I was just like, I don't think I can make that work. I don't think I can make that look good in any way. And I was right, partially. I don't think it turned out that good. I wanted to get a flat cap, but what I did was I painted the front of my nose black, and if you look closely, it's still kind of got like an outline around the edge of my nose. There's kind of like a black outline from the face paint that I used to basically paint my nose black. I tried to make it look very realistic. Fortunately, the pores of my nose actually do look, when they're painted black, it does actually look like it's a good reflective thing with the paint on it. It kind of makes them look kind of like a dog's nose from the perspective of a light overhead, and you can see it's kind of it looked cool. It looked like a cool effect really close up. So that's something. However, oh, it's somebody else, right? Sorry, my buddy Dan basically just messaged me, like saying Merry Christmas, belated Merry Christmas, and I was like, Dan already messaged me Merry Christmas. Is he okay? But no, it's a different Dan. It's American Dan. As opposed to like Welsh Dan. But I've got a friend called Daniel in the UK, and he sent me a Merry Christmas already. I see him at Bear Bash all the time. So yeah. Anyway, my American buddy from when I saw him in Las Vegas is also called Daniel, and he messaged me as well saying belated Merry Christmas. Anyway. So yeah, I did this. I did that, and I got some socks, some black socks, and I put them on my head so they covered my ears. And then I wanted to get a flat cap, but I didn't have my flat cap because it's in Damon's car. And now I've got itchy nose. It's in Damon's car, so I was like, fuck. Like, damn, I got everything I need except for the flat cap. So what I did was I used the black bowler hat instead. I could have just used my brown one now that I think about it. Such a doofus. I've got a black one as well, but it's slightly too small for me, so it really hurts and pinches my forehead just up here. It really is annoying. I don't usually notice it though until I take the thing off, Then all of a sudden I've got like this bit where I was like, this hurts, in a band going all the way around my head. Like this hurts, but just below it, it's numb somehow. It's weird. It's a very weird sensation, but it's uncool. I don't like it. Anyway, I used the bowler hat, and I had the floppy ears, and I had the nose, and I had the gloves, and I did a video, just a quick video of that for LiveTUBBs and Pup Week combined. And like I said, it didn't really work out so good. Because it's a bowler hat, it made the whole ensemble look slightly clownish. There was something slightly, circusy about the whole thing. I've looked at the footage, and it does wind me up a little bit. Maybe I can show you guys. Stop it! Stop with the yawning. Not tired. Stop it. Ignore the pixel that's broken on my screen. But yeah, it's just a slightly, I don't know, I don't like it. The top hat, the bowler hat just kind of like gives it a too much of a, it's too clowny. It just does too look too circusy. So I might want to do another one for Pup Week, just to get that looking better. I don't know. Maybe it would have worked better if I had the if I just stuck with the white dog nose. I'm still getting messages. If I had the white, the dog nose and the white fluffy hair mask, if I just put that on, it probably would have worked better. The problem with that is that I've already done a suited that look basically with the whole mask setup thing. So I was just like, I want to try something different. But yeah, that looks just a bit too like cartoony clown kind of ish thing for me. It didn't feel right. It wasn't the vibes I was going for. So bummer. But yeah. And lots of things went wrong as well whilst I was setting it all up. Basically, it was just a whole thing. I couldn't get the lighting right. I wanted to film in my living room with all the lights, the Christmas lights and stuff, because they looked like fun, and I wanted to get that on camera, And today, I think I actually sorted that, because today I just did the Papa Tubs section of that video. I did that video, but the Papa Tub section, so the dad video basically, and I was in the suit again, but this time I wanted to test out padding with the sweater vest to see if they actually look good with the sweater vests when I use padding for that. And I think they do. The costume was great. It just that the padding this time round, I don't know if my tummy is slightly bigger or what's going on. Maybe my hips are slightly bigger. I don't know. But the pillow that I used to pad, it wouldn't stay in my pants. The bottom of the pillow just wouldn't stay like tucked into my trousers like it usually do. It kept popping out all the time, which is annoying. But once I basically like adjusted my braces a little bit and forced it to hold up the pants, the trousers over the padding, it managed to basically stay there for the rest of the filming of the video. So yeah, and like I said, I like the look. It felt good. It was slightly tight, a little bit tight on my underbelly, but apart from that, everything else seemed to go well, including the lighting seemed to behave this time. So hopefully, well, at least on the previews that I've seen, hopefully that video is going to be coming out and it's going to be better. So yeah, don't know what to do while I was in the video, but it was mostly just like looking, making sure that it looks good on camera, and it does look good on camera, so that's something. So yeah, sweater vests work good with padding, so that's something. I need more oversized shirts though. That's the problem, so that I can actually like use padding in the videos and stuff if I ever wanted to do that. But yeah, so the padding tests worked out good today. I just need to do something now for the next 2 topics, and also to edit all these videos, because I still got to edit like 3 videos, including these. Now I've got to edit 3 videos. I haven't done any editing work. I've mostly just been dealing with Christmas presents, doing house chores, and filming these videos. So yeah, I'm trying to get a lot of filming in before everybody comes back to the house, so that I've got so I can film stuff around the house and in the house because I normally don't get the opportunity to do that because I live with 2 people. So yeah, like somebody's always in some room that I want to use for filming. So yeah. I've got dry mouth now as well because I was talking about the Maltesers. Ugh, not Maltesers. The other things. Minstrels, that's it. Why are they called minstrels? It's weird. Anyway, yeah, I've talked about. I'm sorry, I'm just like going through the checklist of things that I was supposed to talk about in this stream, and I think I've covered them. I think I've covered them. I think we're good. Yeah, the next thing I wanted to talk about was the next videos. So yeah, I need something for Funnel Week and Squishing Week. So basically, I need something to chug and crush, you know. And before somebody says beer cans, I don't have beer cans. I have bottles of beer, but they're bottles of beer. So yeah, and crushing those might involve blood, so not doing that. So yeah, I know I haven't turned the Christmas lights on, by the way. That's bugging me in the background all the time right now. It's like, it's not Christmas anymore. I'm not putting the Christmas lights on. Ugh. I already scraped my leg as well. I'm really annoyed at that. In case you're wondering why I keep looking at the floor, it's because like my leg is there and I'm just like checking to see if that scratch is gonna go away. I'm waiting for it to fade, you know, because I've got a big scratch on my leg. Like I have got nerve damage in my leg to the point where I can't feel my kneecaps. You know, well, what's left of my kneecaps, because I don't really have kneecaps. I have like bits of bone that used to be kneecap because that's a thing. But the thing is that I can't feel my knees unless you basically like put pressure on all of the knee. Like if you evenly put pressure on all of the knee, it hurts a lot. You know, it feels like somebody is actually putting a big spike in my kneecaps. You know, but apart from that, like I can't feel my knees. Like I'm poking my knee right now. Nothing. Weird. But yeah, so I've got nerve damage in my leg, and annoyingly, it's not on that part that got scratched. Really uncool. Annoying selective nerve damage. Because it really hurt when I did it. You know, I was like moving something. I was just moving the tree from in here, which I just realized that I never actually showed you guys. So what was the point of bringing it in here even? I had it in here for the Christmas stream, and I never actually like lifted it up or pointed the camera to it, but it was just here. You know, I brought the Christmas tree from in here back into the house, and when I was doing that, when I was going through the kitchen, there was a piece of wood that fell down. Like it's in a box ready to go outside, like all of the loose debris and stuff from like the front garden or whatever, that I basically put all in a box, and then that's going to go into the box outside that has the rest of the debris stuff that needs to go to the tip or whatever. Anyway, it just kind of moved directly in the path of my leg. So when my leg went past it, it scraped it, and it was like fuck, like ow. But yeah, it doesn't hurt anymore. It's just that it's like I'm waiting for it to fade at least a little bit before I actually like have a shower or something, you know. It's not infected or anything. It was a clean piece of wood. It's fine. You know, it's not red or inflamed. It's just that it's got a scratch on the surface. It's like, you know, you get that kind of like whitish scratch and stuff. It's still there. You know, it did go it did go hot, and it did go a bit red around it, and then it went away, and it's fine. But the scratch itself is still there. Even when I rub on it, it's like, yeah, it's probably just dead skin. I'll wipe it before I go to bed. I have a general like quick wash before I go to bed anyway, and I'll just get it when I go to bed. So yeah. So I actually have an idea for funnel week, and it's a bit basic. It's a bit basic, but I have no idea what to do with squishing week. So if we could focus on squishing week, then like yeah, that would be great. So does anybody want to see anything squished by my tummy? In particular, let me know, because I can do that. Squished by my tummy, or like, you know, I don't know, my leg or something. I don't know. I do also have plexiglass, so I can actually do something with that. But my idea for funnel week, and I'm okay with like hearing more ideas for funnel week as well. My idea for funnel week is just very simple. I'm going to try to train myself to actually like drink while I'm laying down, because sometimes I can do that. You know, if it's a sealed container, for example, like a beer bottle, like I can actually lay down and actually like drink from a beer bottle laying down. However, that's a sealed container, so I can kind of stop it with my tongue, I guess, and then swallow, and then like move my tongue away from the opening again, and then yeah, you know. But for some reason, with a funnel, um, my I don't know what it is about the tongue method doesn't seem to work so much, and I end up choking every single time. So I was going to basically try to train myself to actually do that, and record me training myself doing that, you know. So it might be some choking, but then it will probably be fine. But yeah. Oh, I was going to train the results of yeah, show. Sorry, I was going to film the results of me doing that. It's getting harder to talk because I'm getting tireder, like sleepier, not tireder. So yeah. So yeah, I was going to lay on the bed and then basically like just get the funnel part of the funnel and tube, just without the tube. It might work better with the tube. I don't know. I was going to try some combinations of this, but yeah, I was going to lay. Actually, no. I will tell you the whole plan. I was gonna lay on the floor in the kitchen underneath some like plastic bags or something, so that if I choke, I can just like, you know, and spill some beer. It will just be on the plastic in the kitchen, or when I'm laying on the floor, you know. But yeah, that's my genius idea. My genius idea is trying not to drown in my kitchen or on my bed. So yeah. Hey, Panafox, are you able to talk, or are you just like, oh my god, stop? Hey, Panafox. Yeah, I gotta plug my phone in. What is up, dude? I like that you come at just the point where I run out of stuff to talk about. Just recently, you've been doing that. You get to the stream late, and I've already gone through all my vamping stuff. You know, it's like, yeah. Anyway, yeah, we're still working on ideas for Funnel Week and Squishing Week. So if you have any ideas for Funnel Week or Squishing Week, let me know. I really wish the ticker matched the ticker that's, the ticker on the preview isn't the same as the ticker on the thing, on the stream. It is different. It goes faster on my preview, I think. For example, I'm poking at the suggestions. The word suggestions is where my finger's at. But on my preview, it's on the word ideas. Yeah. Panda, I filmed Pup Week and LiveTUBBs Week. I filmed those 2 videos. They were going to be one video, but I wasn't super happy with the way that the Pup Week / LiveTUBBs Week video came out. So I filmed just the LiveTUBBs video already as well. So yeah, I basically said that I was just trying to make use of the free house, filming wherever I want, whenever I want kind of situation before everybody comes back in the house. So I've been trying to film more than edit at the moment. So yeah, I did the Pup Week / LiveTUBBs Week video yesterday, and then I did just the LiveTUBBs Week video today. So yeah. What do we have for funnel? Well, so far my idea, I want your guys' ideas, but the idea that I've got so far for Funnel Week is just me perfecting the technique for actually drinking out of the funnel without choking to death. Because every single time, and Willie Bear can attest to this, and I think I've done it with Patch once as well, and not Patch. Well, I've done it with Patch once, but Itchy might have been there as well for me attempting to do the funnel thing. I don't know, but yeah, whilst I've been laying down, and all of those times it just never worked. I keep like choking. So yeah, I'm going to perfect actually doing that without choking, and then I'm going to actually film the video on my bed laying down. So yeah, that's the idea for Funnel Week. Just a laying down ice cream or like beer or both chug. So yeah. Like that's it. Like, that's the whole idea. um but yeah, I've got nothing for Squishing Week yet. Nothing for Squishing Week. It's basically gonna be ice cream and then beer. I'm gonna practice with beer, and then I'm gonna actually use ice cream for the actual for the bed attempt. I'm going to actually use ice cream. I'm gonna see if I can actually get just cover the bed in protective material. It's probably going to be a bunch of bin bags, just like opened up and ripped open and then just put on the bed, just so that I don't get ice cream all over the bed. It's a lot of prep work, but I'm okay with doing it. I have time. I've got the whole house. So yeah. But yeah, mostly I just want ideas for Squishing Week, I think. And remember, I've got that plexiglass as well, so I can actually use that for something. Well, the plexiglass, and I've got the semi-expensive coffee table thing as well. that I can use as a, you know, like put the camera underneath it and then like squish something with my tummy, or like partially sit on something. I can't put all of my weight on that table. It costs $100. Even though it's a tiny table, it still costs $100 just for a plexiglass table. It's stupid. But yeah. Yeah, so I'm open to ideas for the funnel week one still. If I get like a better idea than the idea that I've got, then like I'm all ears. But you know, I did ask for ideas for. I mean, granted, it was on the day, but just in case anybody had any extra ideas, yeah. Like I said, I've run out of my vamping material, I guess. The other thing that I've been doing, the other thing I've been trying to keep to to just keep organized is my Pokemon cards, because I finally come up with the final solution of exactly how my Pokemon cards are going to be stored and cataloged. The problem with that is that it does take a long time, because I have decided to like rearrange the Pokemon cards. So I've got to rearrange 1,000 Pokemon cards in this binder with the list of Pokemon, and I tick off all the Pokemon I've got. You know, I'm not getting one of every single kind of card ever. I just want to get one card of each Pokemon. You know, the Pokedex completionist card collecting strategy. You know, so yeah. So I've been doing that as well in my free time. It's just it takes a lot of time, of course. So yeah. Didn't we watch the Christmas video that I did yet? So I'm just trying to come up with things to talk about to again vamping while you guys are like brainstorming or whatever you're doing. But yeah, I did the Christmas video, and Itchy has made it halfway through the video. He's the only one that's keeping me updated on exactly what he's seen in the video, but nobody else has seen the video that I made for Christmas. Like, yeah, I know everyone's busy and stuff. Just it's the one that yeah, it's the one video that's basically like I kind of wanted instant feedback on account of the whole it being a Christmas video thing. So yeah, I like the idea of the funnel, but do you have a plush you can lay on, or while you drink? You want me to combine the videos? Yeah. Why do you want me to combine all the videos? Because I actually have a house, a whole. I have access to all the sets, like whenever I want, as opposed to only filming something sometimes in certain sets because I've got access to them. You know, I no longer just have the back garden and my office to just film it. I can film anywhere I want, right? For this short period of time, so I can actually film two separate videos. You know, like they don't have to be. If I basically if I combine a bunch of ideas into one video, sometimes it works, but sometimes one thing distracts from the other. you know. One thing's like very, very distracting, especially for me who's filming it, because if I'm for example laying on something whilst I'm trying to like chug laying down, which for some reason is very difficult for me, then I will be like trying to make sure that one of the cameras is kind of like is focused on the thing being squished or something. You know, it's like yeah, yeah. You don't have to combine the things. Is what I'm saying. You know, we can focus on one thing. I've already tried combining something from this week's topics, and it didn't really work out so good. At least I don't think it worked out so good. Do you want me to bring up the picture again? Yeah, Panda Fox. I tried the goofy person idea, and I just ended up looking slightly clown like. In my opinion, anyway. Yeah, I'm not gonna get those hobnobs tonight. God damn it! I'm gonna leave the stream. Yeah, when I leave the stream, I'm going to just go brush my teeth, and then lay in bed. And then I've got to order stuff from Amazon, and I hate that because I don't have any money, and it's like, oh, this is all the money that I got. Yeah, whole thing. Do that whole thing. I need to get a couple of things off Amazon, and then I might actually have to completely drain all of my bank accounts, including my separate bank account that I use for all of my Patreon and my Just a Fans money and all of that stuff. It goes into a separate one that's going into the Damon birthday fund, basically. And I might actually have to get a new phone. If this random pixel thing continues, it seems to be broken one more pixel per day. And I know that isn't such a big deal considering how many pixels are on the screen, but it's a big deal for me. That's cool. That's a cool story, Panda Fox. Sorry, it's just Don just did. I just realized what Don did because he was like making pasta. He's giving me kind of like PTSD flashbacks of my moldy pasta. But it was basically the he did a popo. I can't remember what episode of Dragon Ball Z Abridged it was, but it's like something big is happening on the lookout, and like Popo help, and he's like making toast. You can't see him, but he's just like you can hear his voice go making toast, and then something else big happens, and like everybody leaves the lookout, and you just hear the toaster sound, and he's like buttered toast. It's just completely unaffected by everybody. It's like, I'm busy making toast. But yeah, Don just pulled a popo. Making pasta. Eating pasta. I'm out of vamping material. Also, the view counter just went to one person watching me now, so yeah. Completely out of vamping material. Don't know what to talk about. Kind of dumb. I'm done trying to keep myself like fully conscious for this. And also very. I keep noticing that I'm not wearing the hat as well, and I told myself that I'm going to try to wear the hat for every stream for as long as possible. I didn't make it for at least two. I didn't make it for at least two streams. That sucks so bad because I love the hat. It was a really cool hat. Cool story. Yeah. Panda, I have to talk about nothing. I have to do that because dead air is horrible. And I don't mean for like viewer retention bullshit. I just mean that just doing a live stream and then running out of stuff to talk about is awful. It just feels awful. And also I can, I start to my hearing starts to focus on things that are happening outside my office. And I don't want to do that. I don't care how many people's heating is on, but I can suddenly hear everybody's, exhaust fan from their boilers is going off and stuff like that because their heating's on. And it's like, I don't care. But my brain will focus on that so bad, and I don't want to do that. So I have to talk about nothing. Oh, and that's my boiler. I can hear my boiler. Keeping my house from getting damp, so that's something. Oh, I do have a cool story, and that is that a year or two ago, there was a big spider, like a really big. Well, she was thick. She had a big butt. She was an orb weaver spider. Really, 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 really strong spider webs. Those things make really strong spider webs. No, I can't hear your boiler. I have super hearing, but it's not that super, okay? I don't have Superman hearing. I just have Wolfman hearing. It's a thing. But yeah, the really big spider, she was living in our living room. She was kind of just in the corner of our living room, and she stayed there for ages. And then one day she was just gone. Like she was sometimes in a different corner, but we never got to see her actually like walk across the wall or anything. Like I guess she did that at night when nobody was in there. But yeah, one day she disappeared. One day she just vanished, and we were like, maybe she went outside, maybe she went home finally. But no, I found her today. At least I think it's her. It looks like exactly the same spider, and also she had laid eggs. Yeah. She was behind the CD rack in the living room, and Like I happened to notice her. She kind of crawled out when I put my light on the CD rack. You know, when I was trying out different places to put the light so that I can get a good shot. Basically, I put my light on the CD rack and I must have twinged one of her webs or something, because like she kind of crawled out from behind the CD rack, and it was just like, oh hello, haven't seen you forever. How, you know, where have you? That's where you've been. I wonder where the fuck she went. You know, and she looks fine. She looks healthy, but the thing is that when she crawled out, all of a sudden there was also a little spider that came out, like a really tiny version of her, like came out, and then she crawled back in, and also the little tiny one crawled back in, and it was like, what? Oh my god. Okay. You know, it was like there were there were just like there wasn't that many. There was like 8 tiny little dots that were just moving around from one central opened egg sac with her standing on top of it. And it was just like, where are the rest of them? Like that egg sac has definitely got more than 8 spiders in it. Where are the rest of them? So yeah, for ever since I spotted it, I have been noticing that there are tiny dots around the house. So that's fun. Just in the corners of rooms, you know, they're never anywhere really intrusive, at least that I can think of. But yeah, just like in our kitchen, and there's like one, at least one in the bedroom, just like one really tiny dot, just almost microscopic, you know, just hovering in the air, just in the corners, just, you know. But the thing is that for the past couple of days, I haven't really noticed these. You know, I kind of like offhanded noticed one hanging from a decoration or something. You know, every couple of days I noticed this, and it was like, eh, you know, you get spiders. I just thought it was because of the decorations that came down from the attic. I thought they were just coming from there, you know, like in the tree bag and all that stuff where we have the trees and stuff. It's like there's always like a spider, or weirdly enough, ladybirds, like ladybugs, just just in the tree bag or like on the tree that fall off the tree because they're sleeping on the tree for some reason, on the fake tree. Um, yeah, we either get spiders or ladybugs, and I just thought it was spiders from the decorations and the ornaments and stuff that were in storage. But no, I'm realizing that it was actually from this egg sac that was behind the CD rack, and one night, just like they erupted from it, and we were just all asleep or just not in the house to witness it. But yeah, like that's where she was, and that's where the spiders have been coming from. Has this given anybody time to come up with a good idea? Yeah. Was any of my vamping even worth it? It's like I've plucked this from the recesses of the, you know, what am I going to talk about section of my vamping vault. Is like that's it. It's like my vault is empty. I'm out of things to talk about. I'm struggling to come up with like things to talk about throughout my day, and I've got nothing. See, now I'm just getting fidgety. Fidgeta. I do have a lot of editing to do. I've got like did I have another video as well as the leather video because I'm trying to remember all of the videos that I've got on my computer now that I have to edit. And I know there's the, oh my god, yeah, there's the bloating video. So there's the bloating video. Then there's the leather video. Then there was the Krampus video and the Santa video that I turned into one video. But those have been edited already. Then there's the LiveTUBBSstormin pup video, and then there's just the LiveTUBBSstormin video that I filmed, and yeah, so I've got to edit these videos, this many videos, 4 videos, so that's fun. The tied up funnel feeding thing, I did that kind of for the. Do you not remember this? Do you honestly not remember this? Do you not think I've done that fairly recently? Like, where have you seen it before? Okay, Panda Fox, you said not like so many messages ago. I could see it on the screen that you watched. You said you watched it. You didn't see it, did you? You're lying to me. The 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 Santa sabotage video. I pretended to be tied up on the sofa. I even had the tinsel from when I. You can kind of see the tinsel on my arm at least one time. I remember editing it and seeing it and being like, "Oh, at least it's in shot once, at least." You son of a bitch! You lie. You have not watched the video. I watched the video. No, you didn't. That was kind of a funnel video, in case nobody knew. I pretended to be tied up. I just remembered. Yeah, right. Yeah, I I pretended to be tied up, and I had the hose from the funnel into a big jug of chocolate milk and regular milk mixed together. So yeah, not a big jug. It was the liter. So yeah, I've got an itch now on my back where I've just touched my back when I was trying to pretend like I was tied up. But yeah, whatever. Yeah, sure. But yeah, I I like the idea again. I do like the idea again. The only problem is that when I did the dedicated, tied up, captive funnel feeding kind of situation, it didn't work out on account of the funnel moves. You have to have somebody's arm holding it properly. Otherwise, the weight distribution from things leaving the funnel kind of throws off the balance of the funnel and it could spill. So, yeah. I guess when I'm laying on the bed, I can like pretend that I'm tied up again. I don't know. But the thing is that I don't know how I would administer more stuff in the funnel unless I already fill the funnel up and then just have it like my teeth holding it up. But even then, that sounds like it's going to be tricky and like I'm going to spill stuff. And it's like I'm going to try to minimize the spillage as much as possible while I'm on the bed because I don't want to wet the bed with with beer or ice cream. I might film all of this laying on the floor. I might just do that. We've got a new mattress because I broke the last mattress, but we've got a new mattress. So basically, I don't want to. I don't want to fuck up the mattress. Even if I put protection down and stuff, I feel like that's not going to be enough. So yeah. Also, I don't want to explain to Damon. It's like, why there's ice cream on the bed? You know, why there's ice cream on the bed again? Or why does the bed smell like beer? I don't want to explain to Damon that. It was like I was pretending to be tied up on the bed drinking beer. No, that sounds weird. You know. Stop it, brain. My brain is trying to justify ways in which we can do it still, and it's like, no, stop. We've decided no to the bed idea. And my brain's like, well, what if you just use the tube again, like when you were on the sofa? You didn't spill anything on the sofa then. And I was like, actually, yeah. Wait, no, stop. Stop trying to justify how you can do this. No, bad brain. Even though that might work. Because if you did watch the video, if you did watch the Santa sabotage video, then I'm actually on the sofa and I have like a that liter jug of milk on the sofa next to me, just standing there, standing upright. And I was completely fine with just letting that stand there. Even though that could have gone wrong, like so wrong, so badly. But I was fairly confident that it wouldn't fall over or anything, especially if I was like partially holding it from my fake arm being tied up. Because every now and again I kind of like gripped onto it. You can see that in one of the shots. So yeah. And this will be like a tub of ice cream, and if I use the tube method, it could still work. I think this is the one I'm going to film tomorrow. I think I'm going to film this tomorrow, unless we come up with like a really good squishing idea. I think this is what we're going to film tomorrow. The squishing idea I can film anytime, really. But yeah, the ice cream / beer one, I don't really think I can film that. Yeah, because Damon's coming home on Sunday, and it's already Saturday now in the UK. It's 2:20 a.m. in the UK, so it's already Saturday, which is when I'm going to film it. And Sunday, I just want to do all chores all day just to make sure the house is looking super fine for when Damon gets here. So yeah. So yeah, I'm still going to put protection down, but I might film the bed one with the tube if I can get over the whole being able to swallow stuff while I'm laying down flat. Maybe. I'm going to use the tube. Yeah. I'm fairly certain I could use the beer stick. I'm pretty sure I could use the beer stick on the bed. The only problem with the beer stick on the bed is that like the beer stick leaks. It's fairly inconsistent with how it can hold liquids, even though that's what it's designed to do. So yeah, I'm probably just going to use the hose again, maybe. You know, does this sound like a good idea? You know, the tube from the funnel, like I did in that video that you didn't see. By the way, Panafox, just in case you didn't see it before, that's what the Goofy look is like. That's how it came out. Stop saying that I did watch it. I said that you didn't watch it. Like I said, it looks very clown-like. And here's the video that I shot today with the padding and the waistcoats. I did the Christmas one and the regular waistcoat. But yeah, it looks way cooler with the thing. Without the Goofy makeup. Without the goof makeup, you know, it looks way cooler than without it, and with the padding. Yeah, I know that look is good with padding and without like all the makeup and stuff. With my hat, I made sure I was wearing the hat for just the LiveTUBBs video. I was wearing the hat and I was wearing padding and I was wearing the both waistcoats. You'll see the video when it comes out. After I finish shooting the thing tomorrow, and if I shoot anything the day after with the padding, then not the padding, with the squishing video, then yeah, I'll begin editing and you will get to see all of the videos when they come out. So that'll be cool. Stop playing previews. Anyway, yeah. Anything anybody else want to say to me, or like if anyone wants to keep me here, then like yell at me or something. I don't know. Otherwise, I'm going to end the stream and chill and probably fall asleep. See, I didn't even finish that sentence properly. What I meant to say was, if anybody has anything else they want to say or ask me, now is the time, because I'm probably going to go soon. What I meant to say, but it all came out weird, jumbled mess. Have a good night? Question mark? Not a question, but okay. Your vid ended with Santa saying Merry Christmas. It didn't. It didn't. The thing is, Panda Fox, you were there when I filmed the ending. You were there when I filmed the ending. When I actually filmed it, you was there. When I actually said in the filming that, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to add this to the end of the video, and it's going to be kind of like a whole thing. You know, I'm not. Yeah, you was there. You don't even remember how the thing ended. You suck. Perfect. Just admit it. You didn't watch the video. It's okay. I'm not mad at you. I find it funny though that you're trying to defend that you watched the video. I get it. It's a long video. I already said this. I get that it's a long video. I'm not actually disappointed that people haven't watched the video, because it's a long video and it's around Christmas time. So basically everybody's busy with their families and lives and all of that stuff. And I get it. You know, it's just the fact that you basically are continuing to lie and say that you watched it when all the evidence, which is building up, says that you didn't watch the video. Yeah, the Santa sabotage. Panafox didn't watch the video. I know, right? Panafox, it's okay. You can say you didn't watch the video. You can say it. You can say you didn't watch the video. Itchy didn't even watch the whole video yet. Itchy watched half of the video, and then basically, then things happened, and he can't seem to get past the half of the video. So yeah, at least he has a valid excuse. Oh, stop! Oh, whatever. Well, I don't know what you mean. What actually happened at the end of the video? And he's probably good. You see, I can't even ask him what happened at certain points in the video because he can just go to the video and quickly look it up. So it's like, Panafox, there's no way that you can prove to me that you actually watched the video now. You've laid out too much doubt. So, yeah. But there's no way of removing the doubt. They're like big slabs in the road, and you've laid each one of them down. So if you're trying to dig them up, but there's just like another slab of doubt underneath that, it's like it's not working. I'm sorry, dude. There is no actual solid, truth pavement anymore. You've fucked it up. So I can imagine you actually saying, "I did," like, in your voice, and then just immediately like cutting to, it's like, okay, I give up. But yeah. Yes, I also understand that it's not everybody's cup of tea as well. So yeah. Well, I actually got a message yesterday about a guy who likes he likes very specific content of mine, and I'm okay that he likes this very specific content of mine. He absolutely detests the rest of it, the rest of my content and stuff. But he likes very specific stuff. He likes it when I sit on balloons. That's his whole thing. He likes that. And yet he's always been kind of like very open about it. It's like, I don't like the rest of the stuff, but I really like it when you do this, and I think it's really cool. And he's actually like paid for a video in the past. So essentially it's like, I'm okay with that. Come back when you want to pay for more of those, or I'll keep that in mind the next time it's Lunar Week or something, And like, he's always been super nice to me, and it's great. Like I said, he's just been very honest about that one thing. So I understand if like Krampus is not your thing, but yeah, I do know that actually one woman who watches my stuff, like, she has a thing for Santa. She really likes the Santa stuff. And I know that when I first I first mentioned the whole Krampus thing, like I might do a Krampus thing this year. I got a message on Phoebe, basically, which is the female version of Grommer. I got a message on there from her, basically saying, it's like, please don't do a Krampus thing. I really hate Krampus and the Grinch. She hates Krampus and the Grinch for some reason. It's like a big turn off and stuff like that, all that stuff. And I was like, hey, it's like, You don't have to watch the video. I might do a cut where it's just the Santa stuff. I might do that. I haven't done that though because I haven't been editing, like I just said. Like I might edit that later. Just the Santa cut, because I originally wanted to bring out both of those videos on Christmas, but I only just made the cutoff for the whole Santa sabotage video. So like in the future, or for Christmas in July or whatever, I might set it to be published on that date. I am planning to do an edit of just the Krampus cut and just the Santa cut, and she'll be happy. So yeah, that'll be good. She'll be happy. Anyway, what are you humming at? What did I do? What did I do? I keep wanting to take the shirt inside, by the way. Now I'm noticing things that I can vamp on. Yeah, I keep wanting to take the jersey inside, but the thing is that it actually looks really good on camera, and every time I go to about to take it off of the table that it's covering, I'm like, it looks really good in my streams. I like it there. You know? Right. Now is there anything else that anybody wants to ask me? So yeah. I was just thinking it's rude to be dismissive of kink stuff you don't personally like. No, there was I be dismissive of. I don't do that. Yeah, I don't do that. Like personally, unless somebody actually, like unless I'm actually with somebody that's into like balloons or squishing, or what's the other one? Or the foot thing, yeah, the foot thing and stuff like that. Like I'm not into any of these things. I'm not actually into any of these things at all. Like I won't actually pursue any of these things myself. Like, if I'm by myself and I want some, me time, some alone time, whatever, I would not search for any of this stuff. I'm not the guy. I'm sorry. But I've never been dismissive of it, and I appreciate that when people are into it, and I'm okay with doing those things, Like, I'm personally never dismissive of anybody's kink unless their kink is particularly disturbing, then basically, yeah. There are some very disturbing kinks out there. There's some borderline disturbing kinks as well. Like, for example, the adult baby thing. It's just that, like, somebody completely turned that off for me, Like, immediately turned off. Like, immediately it became a turn off. Because there was one guy, well, actually, like, trans person now. There was one person who basically was, like, super into the whole adult baby thing. And they wanted to basically, like, they were into the gainer feeder thing as well. They wanted to basically, like give me this giant baby bottle and, like, feed me through a baby bottle. And I was like, I'm okay with this. It's free milk and I like milk, so I'm okay with that. And then somebody basically mentioned the reason why they're not into the adult baby community stuff, and it immediately became a turn off for me. And I was like, oh yes, actually that is messed up. Yep, that fucked it up for me completely. It's like I could kind of get into it, but no, it's gone. It's gone. It's like, no. there are certain things that are like definitely kind of like it's gross to think of that in a sexual way, you know, like necrophilia and pedophilia and all that stuff. And then there's basically like stuff that's borderline where I'm kind of like, I don't care if you're doing it, but to me, it's immediately a turn off, and I'm done. You know, no, it's like it's a no go zone. But you do you guys, you know. The guy that's into balloons. I have really good. I have a couple of really good lunar friends. I do have some really good lunar friends. Like the weird, the lunar people. They're like they're definitely a very unique community. But I've never met any of the people that are in the lunar community. Have They've always been super nice. They've always been super nice. You know, I haven't met a single bitchy, rude bastard out of any of them. It's kind of strange. You know, they're kind of like the Mormons of the fetish communities. You know, they're super nice people and they're super positive and all that stuff. But I'm just not part of it. It's okay. Like I don't mind hanging out with them, and I don't mind even participating in a bit of their fun. It's just that like it's like I'm just not part of that community. I totally understand it though. And they do have like the best parties, although I've got to wear earplugs. Oh, oh. Um yeah, I was just there is something that's slightly messed up. Um that a few of the the guys that are like, specifically like sexually like it's a sexual kink for them thing. If the people that like actually get sexual satisfaction from this and are into this very specific part of the community, um then yeah, that is an active turn off for me. It's the people that basically like in the lunar community, there's a whole subsection of guys that get off on, and I'm trying not to basically like kink shame or basically like reveal anything too kind of like messed up, but it's slightly messed up for me because it actually involves children, like in a roundabout way, but it still involves children. It's the people that basically like they get off on the idea that like ruining a kid's balloon, like in a shopping center or like at McDonald's or something. They get like they've got this compulsion to like pop the balloon that the kid is holding, and somehow they get off on that. It's like it's very specific, but I do know a couple of people in the lunar community. Um, I actually get one at least one of these like DMs. Somebody DMs me every time I do like a lunar video where I'm bursting a balloon. Um, then actually like popping a balloon, not blow to pop. Inflating it until it explodes. Whenever I do a video where I'm actually bursting a balloon, I usually get at least one person DMing me on something somewhere, saying it's like, I loved your latest video. I just wish that you could have like, did this. And then they send me like a picture of like from a movie or something, of like when an adult pops a kid's balloon or something. I think it happens. Doesn't it happen on like? I think the latest one I got was from somebody that sent me an Inner Space one, I think. Yeah. But yeah, I'm like, please don't send me this stuff. And they always, like I said, the nicest people, they're the nicest people. And once you tell them that, they will basically not do that. It's like, because even if they're not getting off of it sexually, just I think it's weird that adults would get satisfied from this. You know, it's like really bad ASMR or something. I don't care if it's even just ASMR to them. I don't like it when it can be a, you know, because it might possibly be a sexual gratification thing for them, and it's like, no, just don't include kids at all in it. Just don't do that. That winds me up. Winds me up a lot. So yeah. But like I said, they're usually really nice people, and they just like they totally understand when I, you know, if I basically spell it out for them like that, then they're like, oh no, I totally get it. It's not about that at all. It's about like this, and I'm like, no, I understand, but you don't have to explain to me. I just don't. I'm just, it's a no-go zone. Just yeah. So yeah. Don, people can get really weirdly specific about their fetishes. People can get weirdly specific about their fetishes. I do know somebody who's like sexually aroused when they see a specific object. Sometimes it changes. It seems to change every like 2 or 3 months. A specific object that is yellow. Just anything yellow. Just sometimes if a yellow object is near them, they'll be like ooh, that's sexy. And it's like, what is? It's like, your phone case, it's really hot. It's like, how? But I get it. You know, they're never like super weird about it or anything. It's just like it in itself can be weird to people, and I get it. Like, it's just certain, there's weird specific fetishes that are just super funny, not funny, haha. Just like, it's like, oh, that's a, you know, it's a weird quirk. You know, that somebody's brain can get wired in this way is just is kind of like, it's an interesting quirk. Office supplies, that's another one. That is actually another one that I've heard two separate people basically explain to me, and I'm like, yeah, no, the way they explain it, it's like, I can see how that's an actual thing for them. I get it. You know, just like if they have a lot of office supplies, like they can actually get, you know, worked up about it, and it's like, I actually get it the way that they explain it to me. I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna explain it. It sounds too funny and too silly. You know, the one dude who has spent thousands commissioning bimbos buying clearance Wonder Bread. Yeah, see, weirdly specific fetish, but yeah, I get it. Like, that could be. I can see how that could be a thing. Yeah. It's weirdly enough, you know how basically, like, they say that, like, you know, I think my therapist, or at least like somebody that my therapist worked with, was doing their thesis, or doing a paper on, like, you know, weirdly niche fetishes and stuff. and they were basically going, you know, they looked into the group psychology of it all and stuff like that, and they said that straight people have way more weird shit going on. Like, you know, people who claim to be purely heterosexual basically have way more weird shit going on and stuff like that. So yeah, I can see that one being a thing, and that's mainly because they kind of just insert sounds even that sounds funny. They kind of just insert basically, like, you know, big boobed or big butted women and then plus something, you know, and there's literally infinite amount of some things you can add this to, so to make it hot to them, you know, and to convince other people that this could be hot because of this, you know, blah blah blah. It's like, yeah, yeah, a lot of straight guys are gonna be like, yeah, that's hot, you know. And as a bisexual guy, it's like I can see, yeah, as a fat bisexual guy, I should have added, I can see how a really attractive woman, like laying on a bed that's made out of Wonder Bread, is like, yeah, you've combined two things that I really like. I can see how this could be a super cool fetish. I might actually now be into this. You've just unlocked something. Hey, dude, you went there. Hmm. But yeah, it's like it. You could do that with literally anything. That one's fairly, yeah. But yes, the paper that they were doing, or the thesis or whatever, was basically like all about how, like, people get into various fetishes and the communities that are into certain things and stuff like that. And it's like, yeah, there's like all of these documented fetishes are kind of like cool and everything in the gay communities and stuff. But then you've got like the heterosexual communities, and it's like there are crazy amounts of different shit going on over there. Crazy. And it's mostly because they just combine stuff, you know. So yeah. I mean, there's a famous example of like breast milk. Breast milk is like a huge deal for the heterosexual. You know, that's like one of the weird kinks that's being like normalized now. You know, in the straight communities, it's like, yeah, I get it. Basically, big boobs that make yummy juice come out. It's like, yeah, I can see how that's a thing. That's not like that doesn't sound too weirdly crazy to me. You know, hell, I know some, I know some friends who could be definitely into that. So yeah, in the gay community. So yeah, yeah, everyone knows Quentin. He kind of he admitted like it a lot. I think he admitted it from the get go, didn't he? And everyone was like, "It's a weird, you know, it's a weird secret." And it's like, no, it's not. No, it's not. He said so in every interview almost now. It's like, no. Isn't he one of the weird people that's like super open about his fetishes now? Because he has a couple of other fetishes. He's into like also he's into like dirty talk, you know. He's into people yelling profanity at him. It's actually a thing. That's actually like a big, another big deal in the heterosexual community. But then again, dirty talk isn't that like also a thing in every community as well? So yeah, I don't know. It just seems to be a bigger thing at the moment in the yeah. Well, at least at the point where my therapist was talking about like this person that was doing this paper. So yeah. I have no idea how long ago that was. It feels like it could have been this year. It feels like it might have been on the cusp of last year. I don't know. It was a Hobbit thing. Yeah. There's a couple of people that are weirdly open about their fetishes. Ooh, there was a guy. You know how you got those people that did like the Jerry Springer thing? You know, bringing some terrible people on stage and then basically like, yelling at them about how bad they are. The Dr. Phil kind of shows and stuff. In the UK, we had one of those. We had several of those. But one of them, oh my God, what is his name? Oh, fuck. I can't remember. But basically this guy would like just bring people on stage and then like talk about how terrible how much of a terrible person they are and stuff, and then he would bring in people that were part of their life that would tell them off for being such a terrible person, etc. It was just a Jeremy Kyle, the Jeremy Kyle show. Yeah, the Jeremy Kyle show used to be one of these Jerry Springer, Dr. Phil kind of shows, but in the UK. And yeah, he wrote an autobiography, and in his autobiography, apparently it has like a whole section about how like he discovered certain fetishes, and one of his main fetishes is licking things. Just everything. Like he really likes licking just anything. And then nobody, after his autobiography came out, he got like another season of his show, and then he stopped making the show because apparently the ratings were down and stuff. And I've got a bad feeling. I had a feeling it was because I've watched this show, by the way. I used to watch this show. It used to be on before I went to work. It was like one of those things that was on like the maybe pile of stuff that we might want to show late night, kind of early morning stuff that they might show. You know. So they might just put on like an episode of old EastEnders, or they might just show like the Jeremy Kyle show or something. And that just happened to be one of the things I used to do before I went to work, or college or whatever. Was basically I'd watch the super early morning TV and stuff, and it would just be on. So I used to watch this show sometimes. Sometimes it was weirdly interesting. Like he actually had like a really good person to talk to, not a good person, but an interesting person to actually talk to and to actually like confront his family members about how terrible he was, etc. And sometimes his show was actually good. Sometimes it was actually like a positive, like they made up on stage, and it was like it was fine. It was that was good, and I liked those ones. And I was just always wondering if like this would be a one where they would actually make up. Most of the time, it was terrible, but yeah. And I've got a bad feeling that people just turned into his show after reading that in his autobiography, and then was like, when he lifts up the microphone, you're just wondering whenever you can't see his mouth behind the microphone, is he licking it? Or it will be a long shot of his face, kind of just understanding. You're like, did he just do that? Am I just picturing him do that? Or did he actually do that? you know? Just feel like lots of people did this, I'm guessing. Lots of people started to imagine, like, is he licking that? It looks like he might be licking that. Did he lick his microphone? I don't understand. There was a weird noise I just heard. Maybe that was him licking his microphone. I don't want to watch this anymore. I just keep thinking he's going to lick something. So yeah, everyone just kind of like did that and then turned the TV off because they were like, I don't want to watch him lick stuff. And then the ratings went down, and then like his show got cancelled. You know, I got a bad feeling that that's what happened. But yeah, I think it was debunked anyway that the reason like not him licking stuff, that wasn't debunked. That's in his autobiography. That's recorded in history. I think that the real reason is because like the Jeremy, not the Jeremy Kyle show, the Chris Hansen show. Oh my god. Like the To Catch a Predator thing, somebody actually went home and killed themselves or something. You know, after being on the show, somebody actually went home and killed themselves or something, and that's the actual reason why it got cut off air. But it's just that when I first watched the show and then found out it got cancelled, that's why I assumed happened. That everyone just turned off because they didn't want to watch him lick stuff. So yeah. My throat has actually gotten so dry that, like, yeah. The back of my throat is so dry. Ugh. I'm gonna go get a drink. I would use up some of my fizzy. This is the scary thing, guys. I normally drink like one of these a day because it's just my go-to drink. You know, Pepsi Max is just my go-to drink. Not sponsored. I wish they would sponsor me, but they don't sponsor me. But yeah, that's all I've got left until Monday. Yeah, when I'm in my office, I drink Pepsi Max. When I'm not in my office, I usually drink like juice. Well, half and half a juice. So yeah. So I'm gonna go and have well, actually, I'm gonna brush my teeth and then I'm gonna have a drink of water and then I'm gonna go lay down. So yeah. Stop it. Nothing there. Anyway, right. Yeah, I think everybody left. I think Panda Fox rage quit after he thought that I was serious about like him not watching the thing. I'm just trying to provoke a reaction now because like because you didn't watch it. I mean, it's okay. I just wish that you just say that you didn't watch it. It's fine. I'm not gonna go over that again just in case he is watching. But yeah, I think we're good. I'm gonna go film that thing tomorrow, and then the next day I might film the squishing video. But yeah, if anybody's watching this on playback and you have a suggestion, then by all means, yell at me in the lobby in Discord or in the suggestions bit, because I would like to hear your suggestions for that, because I have nothing so far, and by the time I do another live stream, I may have already filmed something, or like it may be too late. In other words, so I just don't want to. I just don't want to get to another live stream and not have an idea for this. Although by then I might. Did I just fix that? Was it just a yawn stuck in my throat? It feels great now. What the fuck? Yeah, I thought it was just a bit of dry, back of my throat that's going on. But no, it's just it was a yawn. A yawn was actually stuck in my. I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go. Before he comes back, I'm just gonna go. Yeah. I think I said everything. I think we're good. I'm gonna go make sure there's no tiny spiders in my bedroom. Okay. One of the last Santa shirts that I've got until belly rubs and belly salute until June. You know, for the Christmas in July thing. So yeah, then I get my Christmas stuff back out again. So yeah, it's so plasticky. Yeah, I never did this year. I never actually did this. Okay, I'm gonna go. I did it.